The 80s was a great decade with lots of inventions and developments. The fashion industry was making a progress and developing many styles that never came before. The film industry also improved their production, and the technology industry invented a lot of new things.
Happened on 1980. May 18th, 1980, Mount St. Helens erupts. On April 12, 1981, the first space shuttle is launched. November 13th, 1982, Vietnam War Memorial opens in Washington, D.C. October 13th, 1983, the first cell phone is made. On January 24th, 1984, Steve Jobs introduces the first Macintosh computer. September 3rd, 1985, Bob Pollard discovers the wreck of the Titanic. On April 26, 1986, Chernobyl nuclear meltdown occurs. October 4th, 1987, US and Canada sign free trade agreement. November 1988, George Bush Sr. is elected President of the United States. November 9th, 1989, the Berlin Wall falls.
There were a lot of great shows during the 80s, like He-Man, the Masters of the Universe. He-Man was originally an action figure from the Mattel Company released in 1982. Mattel commissioned a TV series to the Filmation Animation Studio. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe started in September 1983 and was the first show to be based on a toy. The series was a big success, but it only ran until 1985, mostly because of the toy series that reduced a lot of new heroes and villains, but they only reduced He-Man and Skeletor once. After the surprise success of Star Wars: A New Hope, Lucasfilms produced the second period of so far the most popular film of the Star Wars movies, A Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. The movie starts after the destruction of the first Death Star. The rebels found a new base on the ice planet Hoth, but they are discovered by the Empire and have to leave their new base. Back to the Future. The writer and producer Bob Galen had the idea for the movie when he found the yearbook of his father and wondered if he would be friends with his dad. Bob Galen's first choice for the main character, Marty McFly, was Michael J. Fox, but he had a job as actor in the show Family Ties. So he decided his second choice, Eric Stoltz. But after a couple weeks of filming the movie, Galen wasn't happy with Eric Stoltz's performance and made a deal with with Michael J. Fox so that he filmed over the day Family Tales and over the evening and night Back to the Future. DuckTales is an animated TV series which started on September 1987. The show runs for 100 episodes over 4 seasons. The final episode arrived on November 1990. The series follows Scrooge McDuck and his 3 grandnephews, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. They experience many different adventures, mostly to make Scrooge McDuck even richer. Terminator is a science fiction movie from the director and screenwriter James Cameron from 1984. Arnold Schwarzenegger is one of the main characters. He is a cyborg that comes from the future with the mission to kill Sarah Connor. Because she is the leader of the resistance against the cyborgs in the future.
The fashion on 1980 was spectacularly good. The hairstyle was one of the fashion people were interested in. There were lots of hairstyles people would copy the hairstyle of their celebrity. One of the hairstyles which were famous at that time was the big hair. The exaggerated, huge hair was so popular among the celebrities. The huge hair was a style, no matter how you shaped it. Another fashion which was popular was the jelly-like shoes. The shoes were worn by women at any age. According to an article I read about the shoes, some disadvantages they had was making a person's legs sweat and at the end of the day stink, perhaps. Despite those disadvantages, the shoes were popular, that they would be called the product of the market. In addition, they would come in different styles like sandal and slippers. Stand up.